I'll stop there. It's a novelization of my experiences with Quentin Tarantino on the psychic frontier, right? So everything that you saw, that you heard me reading right there, right, was me on the street outside of a truck stop in Memphis, right? Trusting that Quentin was telling me the truth, right, about a daughter, about like Hamlet, about like all of it, right? And again, right, it's all a conspiracy to compel me to walk out into traffic, to jump off of an overpass, right? There's no other way to interpret it. I can't stress this enough, right? That he didn't do all of this for the two of us to exist 3,000 miles apart for the last 20 years of his life. And that brings me to the Vanguard, right? That brings me to that Lifetime Achievement Award that he's receiving, right? Right? And so I looked you up. I looked you all up. And I know that all of you are ignorant, more or less. Ignorant as sin. What are your names? Doesn't matter. Anna. That's your first name. You're the president. Right? What's that? That's you, isn't it? Australian. Nice. Real tall. Got that slave energy. Real grateful lover, I'm sure. So pretty, so fine. Right? I know that you didn't say, oh, let's award this guy this award with any sort of understanding of what's occurring now between the two of us. Right? That you thought that he just canceled his film because he's like a peculiar artist. And while that's true, on a fundamental level, right? On a more fundamental level, right? He hasn't made that movie because he's in a disgusting psychic siege with me, right? And this is me, right? Where do you think I got that from? Right? Right there, in that picture, right? Right? These tactics that he does to me, right? I'll swallow your soul just as easy. Right? Go ahead. Ask Quentin to make you come with his mind. I could do it, but we're too connected. I'd make someone else come. Right? My point is that you're in the middle of something right now. Right? I don't care what you do. I see that you have a little boy, but Quentin has children too, so that doesn't absolve you from being a fucking cunt if you so choose. Right? My point is that, right? Right? Everything that he does is in relation to me. Right? Every time that you speak to him, right? Then boom, I'm right there at the forefront of his mind. Right? And if you allow our condition to persist all the way to your award event, right? Then you are signing off on him paying people to torture me while he's having a good old time. Right? That's what I'm telling you right now, right? You can believe he's bullshit, right? You can let him look you in the eye and say, oh gosh, I have no idea what he's talking about. And that's all fine and fucking dandy, right? But what I'm telling you right now, right, is that 130,000 words doesn't emerge out of madness. That's not how literature works. That's not how writing works, right? Right? And I'll possess your mind. I'll crawl into your mind because that's what you're into, because you're into Quentin Tarantino as little or as much as I want, right? Because he seems to think that he can be evil and do disgusting, base, savagely evil things to me whenever he wants. I don't want to play this game, right? I don't want to possess your soul. I don't want to steal your soul with my mind. But I can. Every single one of you on that fucking board. Just like Quentin can. So, right? Uplift your soul to God. See what's good in your life. Know that life is not an accident. Like, comment, subscribe, share. God bless.